Oh man, so much. As far as my character, Anna talks a lot more about her faith, especially, with her new relationship. We really see her for the first time in a relationship, and they go through some interesting chapters, considering their dynamic. So that's cool. We talk about student loans and let's see, toxic masculinity is another one of them. I mean, we touch on so much, but I'm excited to see what the viewers think. And I'm actually excited to see what they tweet. Oh man, I mean, we just have fun filming, period. Most of the funny stuff or fun stuff that happens, it's like Trevor doing something, just being Trevor, whether it's, farting on set or I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. In before a take or sometimes like forgetting lines or like Hallie, for some reason like when we all start laughing she just can't stop, and then Trevor keeps egging it on, which makes her laugh more, and it's to the point she starts crying. It's hilarious. So we just have a good time, and it comes across on camera for sure. In this next season, we start touching on her faith, and that's actually a new topic that we're kind of talking about, because we always knew
Yeah.
she was Catholic, but then this is a whole nother dynamic. So I kind of hope that explore that a little more, but also too with I love that the show really talks about what's going on in the real world, and that we
Yeah.
address it on the show. So I personally, and I don't know this, but I would love to see Anna's input on like what happened with DACA and a lot of the stuff that's going on within the Latinx community. So I hope more of
Yeah.
that is touched upon in the show. Oh my gosh, there are so many. I mean, I just finished Bridgerton. Um,
Yeah.
Girl, I am single and I watched that alone with wine by myself at night. No one told me, I wasn't warned. So it was just like a situation where I was like, whoo, okay. For the oh god, there's so many, and it's pissing me off. Like I'm watching Succession right now, but what's funny
Yep.
is the show that I'm actually binge watching like crazy. It's like my guilty pleasure is Bob's Burgers, the cartoon. No, I'm obsessed. It's like my go-to every night. It just makes me so happy. I discovered it over
Love that.
quarantine. I have a lot of goals. I think my main goal that I want to really focus on is myself, and just making sure that like my self love and the discoveries that I made in 2020 really blend into 2021. I actually learned a lot of. I learned how to set boundaries, healthy boundaries, and so I hope that once I go back out in the real world, I can really still acclimate that into my life. Like I started telling people, don't call me before 9 a.m. That is my time to meditate and journal and just have time to myself, which before I'd be like, whatever you want. And now I'm like, I need that time. I've learned it. So hopefully I can carry that into this new year. Self love means putting yourself first, your needs and wants first. There's a way to do it where it's healthy to where it doesn't offend anyone. And I think the healthiest way is by setting healthy boundaries. Like I said, I have a friend who actually he's a creative director and works with a lot of big artists like John Legend, and he was like, I my phone would be blowing up and I'd be right there, but I realized like I had to tell everyone stop calling me before 10, and like they
Mm.
don't call him. They respect it. So I think setting healthy boundaries, and I think we all need that, and just being vocal about it, and saying, hey, this is what I need in order to feel sane, in order to do my job right, in order to not get ticked off. So let me have my time, and then just go on with my day. It's the boundaries. I can't tease or discuss it, but I'm hoping to make an announcement soon because I've been trying to for a while now. Probably Instagram is the best one. I am on Twitter and on Facebook and on TikTok. I haven't been as active on TikTok lately, so Instagram for sure. Yeah, I do. I really enjoyed that collaboration. I love that it was a it's a female-owned business,
Mm.
and journaling is such a big part of my life, as I've addressed, and so I definitely want to dive more into that world. I do definitely have plans up in the air as far as other collabs and just personal ideas that I have that I want to bring to life. A day in social, oh my gosh. Well, so I don't set an alarm, which was so nice.
Yeah.
And I would wake up, and on the days that I would teach, I was like, okay, I got to teach. I have responsibilities. But honestly, like, I sat on the couch, had my heating pad, which I'm sitting on now, and watched television. I was like, so what now? I miss it. I'm not going to lie. I really do. And I would sit outside in my backyard. I'd play with my dog. And just the biggest decision I had to make was what was I going to eat that day. I'll tell you though, like I went to the doctor recently, and I started telling the truth. They're like, so you drink alcohol, how much? And usually I'd be like, like twice a week. And I'm like, 4 glasses a day. That's what isolation was like. It's like a lot of wine. So Anna's 10 years younger than me. We both grew up Catholic. So that's very similar. And actually with the storyline that I have coming up, that's very similar to my real life. I grew up Catholic, and then I stepped foot into a Christian church when I was 16 years old. And I had the same shock and reaction that Anna does in this season, especially, trying to navigate a Christian relationship. So there's definitely a lot of myself will be into this next season because it was a personal experience. A dream storyline, like I said earlier, I really want to touch more into the Latinx community, and a lot of what had happened in 2020 within our community. So I hope that we do touch upon, whether it's DACA, whether it's what's happening at the border. I just definitely want more Anna and her culture in the show. Oh my gosh, I can tell you right now because we were just talking about it. I mean, I have been listening to a lot of Carol G. Oh, Jasmine Sullivan's new album, Life. That just gave me life. So I've been listening to that a lot. I've been listening to a lot of Aloe Black. And then, I just discovered Songland. So all of the songs from there. Moulin Rouge, Selena, Center Stage, all of Marvel, and then I can't think of my fifth one. Soul cut me deep in my heart. I've seen that movie 5 times, so put there on number 3. Marvel. There are Hispanic superheroes, so whenever that happens, call me. So yeah, Marvel for sure.